everybody, it's Coyote Rob back with another video, and I recently had a subscriber ask me to make a video on frontside lip slides. Before you learn how to frontside lip slide, you want to make sure that you are extremely good at board slides, frontside 50-50s, and frontside 180s. So now I'm going to go over a clip of me doing a frontside lip slide. The first thing I like to do when performing the frontside lip slide is I like to put my front foot a little bit lower because it really helps me pop above the rail. The next thing that I like to do is I like to come into the rail at a little bit more of an angle than a frontside 50-50. When approaching the rail, you want to really make sure that you have your shoulders and hips wound up and ready to turn over the top of the rail. The next thing you want to do is you want to make sure to pop straight down and really lift up that front leg and get above the rail. You have to wait to open up your shoulders and hips until after you're above the rail. If not, you might smack into the rail. Once we're above the rail, we open up our shoulders and our hips and we land on a board side position. Now, one thing that tends to happen is people tend to slip out. So I like to always put a little bit of weight on my front foot during the entire trick, and it just helps with not slipping out. Once we come to the end of the rail, our shoulders are open. If we want to come out to regular, we turn our shoulders down. If we want to come out to fakie, we just continue with that momentum and open up our shoulders. So before you go for this on a rail, I want you to find a curb with grass on the other side, and I want you to practice just ollieing and getting into the lip slide. If you can do this every single time, then you're ready to try it on a rail. So the biggest issue with frontside lip slides is simply getting the confidence to ollie up and over the rail, because with a frontside lip slide, you're ollieing over the rail from the opposite side into a board slide, and honestly, it can be a little bit scary. Now, this mostly comes down to confidence and just going for it, but I do have one trick that's really gonna help you go for the frontside lip slide. What I want you to do is I want you to find a flat bar, and I want you to approach the flat bar just like a frontside lip slide, but make sure to be going a little bit faster and take a little bit more of an angle, and all you wanna do is ollie over that flat bar. If you can ollie over the flat bar with ease, you know that you have enough pop to go for the lip slide. Another huge issue I see with frontside lip slides is people tap the rail on the way up. Now this comes down to one thing. You're going at way too much of an angle, and when you pop your board, you're scooping into the rail. With lip slides, you never want to scoop into the rail. You want to ollie straight up like a 50-50 and then turn, and that way you won't tap the rail on the way up. The next huge problem with frontside lip slides that I always see is even though people get above the rail, they try to turn, but they don't turn enough, and they get to a 50-50 or a Smith grind. Now, this is one of these little tricks that you learn with all kinds of tricks like tail slides, lip slides, nose blunts. You have to really focus on winding up your shoulders and your hips. You have to get a lot of tension built up, because since you're not scooping into the rail, you have to make up for that with the twist of your upper body. So make sure to be very wound up and have that ready. So right when you ollie and you get above the rail, you open up your shoulders, and that is going to turn your body into the lip slide. Another thing to keep in mind is a lot of people get ahead of themselves, and even though they're wound up and their angle's right, they simply forget to be patient with the ollie and they still smack into the rail. I really stress that you focus on bending down, popping, lifting your foot up to the top of the ollie, and really waiting until you get above the rail before opening up your shoulders. Another huge thing that happens with lip slides is when you're a beginner and you don't think you can make it above the rail, you overcompensate by ollieing as hard as you can and turning your shoulders as hard as you can, which is totally fine. But sometimes when you land on the rail, you can slip out, and it is not a good time. So one way to prevent that is during the entire trick, I like to slightly put weight on my front leg, and for whatever reason, it really helps me from not slipping out. So to recap this trick, you really want to make sure that you're confident in ollieing over the rail, have your 50-50s, your board slides, and your frontside 180s dialed. Go to a little curb, take your time, locking into the frontside lip slide, and then when you're ready, put it down. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please leave a comment below on the next trick you want to see, and give me a comment what you think about these sunglasses. I went to the beach yesterday and I bought a bunch of sunglasses, and honestly, I'm having a lot of fun with it. I think YouTube's all about having fun, so as long as I can keep giving you guys great tips, I'm definitely going to be having fun with it. Once again, thank you for all the support, all the new subscribers, and I'll see you next time.